Back looking at radar again, tracking a thunderstorm, trying to do the same thing the last one did, getting ahead of this storm, running into the other one. So live here tracking this storm, rotation showing up with this storm near New Market. We may have a warning coming up here shortly. Again, that's near the New Market area. That's going to be tracking on off to the east. Very strangely toward the same areas as before. So we're watching that. Station 58 advising we've got some decent rotation in that storm there around New Market and Fanning's Crossroads. It's going off to the east, kind of close to the same area as it went earlier. That storm there, it's got some pretty good rotation with it. Now again, this one is near Fanning's Crossroads and New Market.
Tornado warning coming for that cell.
All right, tornado warning be coming up. Roger that. All right, tornado warning will be coming up with this cell right here. We're going to go ahead and track it out. Waiting on the Weather Service, but we do have confirmation via EMA that they will be going ahead and putting out a tornado warning on that. So any moment now, we'll be having a tornado warning up on that. That cell's tracking on off kind of to the east-northeast. Toward the Larkin area again. So if you guys are in Larkin, I'm giving you a big heads up here. This storm's coming your way. It's a good ways out, but it is coming your way. Right now over New Market and Fanning's Crossroads area. And again, that's moving on off to the east. And there's our tornado warning. So Weather Service Huntsville putting out a tornado warning on this. National Weather Service issued a tornado warning for northwestern Jackson County and northeast Alabama, northeastern Madison County. So 4:30. Looks like, go ahead and get this out real quick.
The National Weather Service in Huntsville, Alabama has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Jackson County and northeastern Alabama, northeastern Madison County.
Tornado warning in effect for
Central Franklin County,
Jackson County.
Tennessee, until 4:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. It's 4:03 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over New Market, 47 miles northeast of Moore's Mill, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Multiple areas of rotation noted near New Market.
Yeah, there is multiple areas of rotation with this storm. Several areas of rotation with this storm. Again, this is tracking on off kind of to the east-northeast. That's going to go toward Larkin, Putnam Mountain area. That's pretty much very close to the same areas we was tracking earlier. But we have multiple areas of rotation here with this storm. This is a very dangerous storm. Again, Weather Service Huntsville putting out a tornado warning on this storm just now. And I've got a couplet here. Let me take a look at that couplet real quick. So take cover now. If you're in New Market, you need to be underground immediately. Larkin areas, y'all go ahead, get back to your safe place again. I know y'all have already had storms once. So if you're in Larkin, Estill Forks, go ahead and take your tornado precautions. The storm is tracking on off to the east-northeast.
Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Alabama, Jackson and Madison.
And yeah, there's multiple areas of rotation with that storm there. So let me get my pager turned off. Yeah, this station 58, I see about three different areas of rotation with that one little area there on that storm. And wow, look at those winds in there. Goodness gracious, that is absolutely insanity. Destructive winds with this storm here. Give me a second. I'm going to grab my velocity up and we'll take a look. Those are going to be some high winds. All right, so we have a tornado currently trying to develop east of New Market. Doppler radar, this is some of the strongest rotation I've seen today. 83 miles per hour, Doppler radar indicated. It's station 58. We've got 83.9 miles per hour Doppler radar indicated wind gusts where that area of rotation's at. It's east of New Market. Again, Doppler radar indicating 84 mile per hour wind gust with that storm. So we currently have a tornado trying to develop. This is a dangerous situation. I do believe we have a tornado any moment could be dropping down. Storm's moving off to the east northeast. So
the National Weather Service in Huntsville, Alabama, has issued a severe thunderstorm warning.
It's on the ground, Chris.
all right, we got a tornado on the ground.
Jackson County in
Yeah, 10-4. I got a CC drop.
central Madison County.
We got a tornado on the ground. This tornado is currently on the ground. We got a CC drop. We got a tornado on the ground. Tornado is going to be on the ground in between the Mountain Fork Road and Backbone Mountain. Looks like it's on the ground around Backbone Mountain and Mountain Fork Road, going to the northeast, kind of toward the Big Hill area. All right, so we've got a tornado on the ground currently. That's moving off to the northeast. This is a dangerous situation. You need to take your precautions right now. Make sure that you and your family is in a safe place. This tornado is just to the east of New Market. It is on the ground currently via Doppler radar. Correlation coefficient showing a CC drop. We do have a tornado on the ground currently doing damage east of New Market. This dangerous tornado is moving toward Big Hill, the Big Hill area, and off to the east, kind of to the east-northeast. So our Huntsville guys should be getting on the repeater here in a minute. Yeah, I can confirm CC drop on this storm via Doppler radar, tracking on off to the, looks like to the east-northeast. Say station 58, all stations, emergency traffic only, tornado on the ground as of 4:09 p.m., Jackson County.
Hey, Chris, can you see where the CC drop's at and give me a location?
Yeah, 10-4. CC drop is going to be right on top of the Big Hill area.
Do you see a road with that?
Stand by. I think the nearest road I've got, it looks like that CC drop is just to the east of Upper Hurricane Road, it says, in the Big Hill area. That's the only thing it's showing on my map. But looks like it's just to the east of, I believe that said Upper Hurricane Road, and the tornado will be right on top of Big Hill Mountain currently. So we're coordinating back and forth with Jackson County EMA. They're relaying our information right now. We have more evidence via radar that we do have a tornado on the ground. Looks like it's moving on off kind of to the east-northeast. So if you're in Francisco, this thing's moving kind of east-northeast. Let me clear this track. If you're in Francisco, you need to be underground right now. At Larkin, if you're in Francisco or Larkin, you need to be underground right now. Don't wait another minute. Get underground right now. Don't wait to see or hear it coming. More than likely, you're not going to. So we do have a tornado on the ground. CC drop still showing up on this tornadic storm here. So share this with everybody, all your friends, and this is in very close to the same areas we was tracking before, in between Larkin and Francisco. This one looks like it may be going a little bit toward Francisco. So Francisco, you don't have long. Get underground. If you're in Francisco and Jackson County, you need to be underground. This thing is approaching you quickly. We do have radar confirmation of a tornado on the ground. Correlation still showing a CC drop now. Let me pass that along to EMA. Station 58 to JCEMA, we're still seeing a bit of a CC drop now east of Big Hill. Looks like that's going to track very close. Let me check that again. Very close to Francisco, in between Francisco and Larkin. So if anybody in the Larkin area or Estill Fork, they need to be underground now. It looks like it's trying to turn a little bit, guys. So this thing's now going more toward Larkin. So we got a tornado on the ground. It's going toward Larkin right now, or toward Estill Fork. So if you got family in Estill Fork or Larkin, you need to tell them they need to be underground right now. And you're hearing the seriousness in my voice because we have a tornado on the ground via Doppler radar. This thing is currently just to the, looks like, north of Putnam Mountain, moving on off to the east of Big Hill. So again, this thing is going right toward Larkin currently. So if you're in the town of Larkin, you need to be underground. Right now, it may go a little north of you. I hope it does, because we don't need it to hit a town. Don't need it to hit anybody. But fact is, this thing is still on the ground, and it is moving off toward Larkin. Looks like it's trying to track a little bit further south. So if you're in Larkin or Francisco, either one, y'all be underground, because this thing could change directions quick. But looks like it's moving more toward Larkin at this point in Estill Fork. So if you got family in Jackson County in the Estill Fork or Larkin area, make sure that they take their tornado precautions. And give me just a second to pass something along to everybody. This is KO4FUN to any operators on the air. I wanted to advise y'all, if y'all are not aware, that there is a tornado currently on the ground west of Larkin. If you got family in that area, you might want to give them a call. Again, that's west of Larkin and near Estill Fork. There's a tornado on the ground. This is KO4FUN. All right, I just passed that information over the Scottsboro repeater. If they got any family near Larkin or Estill Fork, they need to call them, let them know if they don't already know to take shelter. It looks like it's breaking up just a bit, though. It may not be on the ground anymore, but I still see debris showing up west of Larkin. It looks like it's going to go right toward Larkin. So hopefully this thing lifts. Oh, man, I don't know. That doesn't look good at all. Yeah, I'm still seeing that CC and velocity, unfortunately. It's going very close to Larkin. So yeah, I'm still seeing those couplets there. Those two blue couplets, that right there is where you're at. Let me take a look, skip radar real quick. Switch radar, I'm sorry. I got my adrenaline running here on this one. Give me just a second. Yeah, everybody say prayers. Definitely say prayers that this thing lifts on out and it doesn't move on through Estill Fork. I still see debris showing up, not like I did, which is good, but I still see debris. So let me take a look at the velocity here. Got to calm my nerves a little bit. I've got my adrenaline flying full blast at this point. All right, so I don't see that couplet anymore. We've still got winds, very high winds with this storm. In the upper 60s, I'm not seeing those 80s and 90s anymore, but we've still got 60s and 70s, so this thing is still rotating. But I don't see it on the ground anymore. Station 58 JCEMA, I don't see it on the ground anymore, but I do see some destructive winds coming in with it. It may have lifted. I'm not seeing that CC drop anymore. I see debris still in the air, but I don't see the CC drop.
It's getting ready to get real windy real quick.
Yeah, 10-4, that's for sure. I've got 60s and 70s, 60s and mid 70s for indicated wind gusts. So it's gonna be like a tornado went through regardless. All right, so take this as a tornado, which it is a tornado warning. And I do see multiple areas of rotation. Okay, we now have observed emergency management confirmed tornado at 410. Down power lines are reported in New Market along Hurricane Road, as the information I just give out. Flying debris will be dangerous. We have an observed tornado with this, so make sure. If you're in Larkin, stay in your safe place. Don't get out. You have destructive winds approaching you right now in Larkin. Those winds may gust up to 60, 70 plus miles per hour in Larkin. Again, they may gust that high. These are some very high winds that we're seeing. I've got you on the wrong radar. Let me switch you around here. All right, so there we are. There's those destructive winds approaching Larkin. If you've got family there, they already need to be in their safe place. They don't have time to do anything at this point. That's County Road 27 in Larkin. County Road 27 in Larkin, destructive winds approaching that area. County Road 27 in Larkin. And I also see multiple areas of rotation. This thing may be producing another tornado. I'm not quite sure, but there's several areas of rotation with it I'm looking at. Yeah, it looks pretty nasty on the radar. I still can't confirm if there's a tornado on the ground, but I can definitely confirm that there's debris in the air from the last one. So this thing is going to be producing some wind damage regardless. Oh yeah, that's a really mean looking storm. So now on top of Larkin, so Estill Fork, get underground. If you're in a mobile home, run now to your safe place. I'm telling you to run now to your safe place. If you're in Francisco, you need to be in your safe place now. Larkin, you should have already been in your safe place. Estill
Mission
Fork.
20 signing on for a little while. I am headed to the ER because I do believe I'm in labor, but I'm going to be on as long as I can.
But destructive winds moving toward Estill Fork at this time. 10-4, I'll be praying for you. Hope it all goes well. Be safe. Watching these storms now, it is rotating still. This thing may be trying to produce a tornado again. It's still trying its best to produce another tornado. So a tornado is likely any time now. So still watching that area of rotation. That's moving toward Estill Fork. It went right in between Larkin and Francisco. So again, you've still got destructive winds. These are the RFD side of these winds.
Chris, they upgraded our severe thunderstorm warning to 70-mile-an-hour winds.
10-4. Thanks for that information, Josh. I appreciate it. All right, so he said they're now updating this to 70-mile-an-hour winds per the report. So should be getting that in just a second. I can see it, but I can't click it. Okay, come on, open. What in the world is this thing doing? Yeah, hang on just a second, everybody. I don't know what this thing's trying to do. But anyway, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts now, likely out of that storm as it's pushing across.
Check in for any significant weather report. Conference cover report gets
Give me a second here.
Is he supposed to enter into DeKalb County?
Not this storm here. It's remaining over in Jackson County at this point. I was going to check into their emergency net, but I don't have time to fight with the radio at this point. All right, so let me zoom out here. All right, we got rotation up here, as I've been mentioning, around Estill Fork. Y'all should already been underground. Larkin, Francisco, all them. All right, so let me zoom out. We got another problem. We've got destructive winds. So this storm here could produce some 60 to 70-mile-an-hour winds. It's a big area. So just about all of Jackson County is under a warning now, and it has been extended out to include the northeast portion of DeKalb County as well. So DeKalb County also been added under that into that warning box. But I'm going to wait to be sure that Huntsville gives that out first. So give me just a minute. All right, I need to make double sure that that's the case before I give it out. Yeah, 70-mile-an-hour winds now in effect for Jackson County. If you're in Jackson County, you're anywhere in Jackson County, take your precautions. Treat this like it's a tornado because these winds are capable of producing 75-mile-an-hour winds, up to 75-mile-per-hour winds, if I read that correctly. Let me read over that one more time. At 4:17 p.m., severe thunderstorms located along a line extending from Thames Ford Lake to 6 miles northeast of Skyline to near Gurley. No, it's moving northeast at 75 miles per hour. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible. I apologize. So this thing's moving very quick. You're not going to have a lot of time to take shelter. If you're in High Top, you need to be underground. If you're in Skyline, you need to be underground in your safe place. Pleasant Grove, same thing. Hollywood, Stevenson, Bridgeport, Scottsboro, you guys too. Go ahead, get to your safe place if you're in any of them areas because this storm is going to be capable of producing some very high wind gusts, particularly anywhere from Stevenson, Bridgeport to Skyline. That's where the roughest area of it right now is. but the whole area currently has the possibility of seeing some 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts out of this. So definitely serious situation going on. And there is still a tornado warning in effect, but I believe that rotation is weakened out, and the storm is becoming out more of a damaging wind threat. But I'll make sure of that. Yeah, still seeing multiple areas of rotation with it, but I believe it's more less turning into a damaging wind threat at this point, looking at the radar. So yeah, some really high winds there around High Top to the west. Around Francisco, y'all got some destructive winds coming through Francisco. Larkin, y'all had some destructive winds. Estill Fork, y'all have destructive winds coming through. This is going toward High Top, but this is the main area here where the tornado warning is continuing due to these winds. But keep in mind, even outside of this, you could have some 70-mile-an-hour winds, 60 to 70, approaching Skyline currently. Let me get this out over the radio real quick. Let's see. I'm trying to do like 5 things at once. I'm sorry. This is KO4FUN, all amateur radio operators. Be advised, the National Weather Service in Huntsville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern DeKalb County. Looks like at 4:17 p.m., severe thunderstorms are located along a line extended from Timms Ford Lake to 6 miles northwest of Skyline to near Gurley, moving northeast at 75 miles per hour. Hazards will be 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts, radar indicated. Areas impacted by this would be southern Huntsville, Scottsboro, Fort Payne, Bridgeport, Redstone Arsenal, Henniger, Stevenson, Sylvania, Hollywood, and Skyline. This is KO4FUN standing by for reports. All right, JCMA, I just gave out that info on that new warning over our repeater here in Fort Payne. And also watching that line, it looks like it's more of a damaging wind potential at this point, but right on top of Skyline and High Top, definitely some destructive winds going to be coming through there. Looks like a new tornado warning just going up with this thing. So we may have another tornado warning. Okay, yeah, new tornado warning. National Weather Service Huntsville issued a tornado warning. More than likely, that's going to be due to the destructive winds with this. Yeah, 10-4. My pager just went off. I believe that's going to be more or less due to the damaging wind nature with this thing, but again, I could be wrong. It's so close. It's right over High Top right now, so I don't have much of a view. So Huntsville might be able to see something I don't see at this point. All right, so a new tornado warning up. We're going to run with it. Moving off to the northeast at 45 miles per hour. There are multiple areas of rotation noted northwest of High Top, which I do see that. And this storm has a history of producing a tornado. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mostly rural areas of north central Jackson, southeastern Franklin counties, including the following: Bass, High Top, St. Andrews, Anderson, Sherwood, and Jericho. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. So new tornado warning going out now for Jackson County. Let me switch radars really quick. Or actually, no, I don't need to switch radars. I need to get this on reflectivity so I can see what I'm looking at. All right, so yeah, this tornadic storm here, it's mainly going to be due to the wind nature. This thing's capable of producing 70-mile-an-hour winds. One time we had around 80 or 90 miles per hour showing up on radar. But at this point, I don't see 80 or 90 miles per hour, but I do. Okay, hang on just a second. I'll finish that sentence here in just a minute when my radar updates. All right, but I do see embedded wind gusts of 60 to 70 in this. So definitely some 60s and 70s in there. It looks like it's pushing off more northeast toward Tennessee, though, but still, there's still that tornado warning in effect due to those winds and also the rotation. There is still some embedded rotation in there. See if I can get my little tool to work here. So yeah, we've got 60-mile-an-hour winds, radar indicated north of High Top. Yeah, you guys have got to see this. Let me see if it'll pop back up again. I just had 111 mile an hour. I don't know if that's legit. That's why I'm bringing you guys so you can see if you see what I just saw. Let me slow that image down again. You guys are seeing that, right? I don't know if that's legit. My gosh, I'm seeing more than one. JCEMA, you happen to be looking at velocity and seeing what I'm seeing on there with this storm moving off to the northeast? I've got several areas where Doppler radar is indicating in between 110 and 117 mile an hour winds embedded with this as it's moving on off to the northeast toward Tennessee. So I don't know if that's correct, but I've got it with several different scans. 114.1 miles per hour. And that was just a few moments ago. And I've still got a marker showing up 111 miles per hour right now. Now, I don't know if those are correct, but that's what I've got on radar. So this storm here is definitely a mean storm. Now, again, I don't know if these are correct. It's making me wonder, but as many as I'm seeing in this storm, I mean, look how they just spread out. That could be false. It could be false. I'm going to say that's possibly. I'm not seeing them anymore on this new scan, so that's good. I see 50s and 60s. I'm not seeing no hundreds anymore, but sporadic areas there just a few minutes ago, and on that last scan, we had several different areas there. One right here, 111 miles per hour. Another one right here, 86 miles per hour. Another one here, 115.
Chris, I heard you call me, but I was on the phone.
I was just curious if you had velocity on, and you was looking at those pockets, those purple pockets that was showing up in that storm. I've got some at 115 mile an hour, 118. I don't know if those are legit. They're not there now, but it was showing up in several areas a little over 100 miles per hour.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. That's believable at this point.
Wow. So there's going to be some excessive damage there with that, and that's probably straight line wind pockets, I figure. Looks like it's weakened down a bunch. I'm seeing 60 miles per hour now north of High Top, but I just pray nobody's home was in the path of that, and if it was, hopefully we was able to give them enough warning they was able to get to a safe place.
Fortunately, where it's coming across the hardest is sparsely populated. However, it's coming across the mountains that it weakens, so this is the point where we got to watch it to see if it redevelops. Because here in the next 5 to 10 minutes, it's going to be in that area where it gets across those high mountains and then starts to get into the valleys.
Yeah, 10-4. It's definitely a heck of some wind. That's the most I've seen all year. So it's a possibility, guys, that those pockets that was showing up of 118 and 115 is, according to EMA, that's believable at this point. So that's insane, absolutely insane. But we still got 60 mile an hour winds coming out of this storm. I just had to let you guys see that, 'cause I couldn't believe it. And this is Jackson County. This is not Marshall. This is Jackson County, not DeKalb County. It's Jackson County, Northeast Alabama. We're tracking these. Now, this is going toward Cave Springs, Pleasant Grove, Bass. If you're in them areas, take your tornado precautions. That's why there's a tornado warning in effect due to these winds, because we had 118 mile per hour just a minute ago show up on radar. Insanity, I know. I almost couldn't believe what I was seeing. I had to go back and look again because I couldn't believe it. But insane winds. Like, these are going to cause some damage, big time. It's approaching Cave Springs. Again, I'm seeing 60 miles per hour now. I'm not seeing those 100-mile-per-hour marks anymore, but I do see 60 miles per hour and or more. So Cave Springs, you need to be in your safe place. Pleasant Groves, you need to be in your safe place. Bass, Eureka, if you're in them areas, you need to be in your safe place as well. Also, if you're in, let's say, Stevenson, you need to be in your safe place because these winds are coming your way as well. So, and I'm already noting a troublemaker here that I do not like around Hollywood and Scottsboro. Yeah, I'm already noting a storm here around Scottsboro and Hollywood that's out ahead of that wind, moving right along it there. So I'm hoping if those two collide, they don't produce a tornado, but that's kind of concerning me a little bit. So we're going to watch this. This little storm on Hollywood and Scottsboro is just producing some rain and wind. But there is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. It goes from Sylvania, Henniger, Eider, Valley Head, Shiloh. But the damaging winds...
Chris, how is it looking back towards Arab and Baileyton? I heard that there was some rotation back that way.
Arab and Baileyton, y'all do have a storm with some rotation around Holly Pond, south of Baileyton. And you've got some high winds and storms coming through Arab. But other than that, nothing severe with it. Oh, boy. I don't like the way that looks. But yeah, this is just absolutely crazy. Like, absolutely the craziest thing I think I've seen all year. So again, if you're in Stevenson or Bridgeport, go ahead, I'm going to say go ahead, treat this like a tornado warning, even though hopefully the winds weaken out a bit as they move a little further east. We hope they do, but there is still a tornado warning in effect until this gets out of here. It does stop outside of Stevenson, so that's good, but still, we've got some very high winds there. Doppler radar now, let me take a look at them. We've still got embedded pockets of damaging winds in this, so they're starting to pick back up. We've got 83 miles per hour now showing up in one of these storms, so I got to report that up. Station 58 JCEMA, I've got an 80-mile-per-hour wind gust just east of High Top radar, and that's going to be going toward, give me just a second to grab that. All right, so it's going to be going toward Pleasant Groves and Bass. So anywhere between Cave Springs all the way to Pleasant Grove, all the way into Tennessee, there's some embedded pockets there. One of them west of Pleasant Groves is showing 80 miles per hour, Doppler radar indicated.
Yeah, that's received. No damage reports yet. But it's coming. It's just over a sparsely populated area right now. So give it time. We're starting to get into the more heavily populated areas now.
I 10-4 receive. So if you're in Pleasant Groves or Bass area in Jackson County, make sure you take your tornado precautions. The winds are getting there right now. So we're starting to get into a much densely populated area now. If you're in Eureka and Jackson County, take your tornado precautions as well. If these winds keep on accelerating like this tornado warning may need to be extended due to the fact of the wind. I mean, look at those winds, how high they are. I'll give you an idea just how high those things are. Give me just a second here. Switch back. So that'll give you an idea just how high these winds really are with this thing. Very high winds. Let me get it back on the scan here. All right, so that scan there looks a lot better than that last one did. Yeah, that scan looks a lot better. So we've got 50s and 60s in there now. That's the newest scan. But still, we've got 80 miles per hour still showing up in this storm. So this big outburst of wind is going to cause damage. It's going to cause widespread wind damage because we've got embedded 60s, 50s, 60s, and even 80 in there a little bit further right here to the west. So these storms are coming. Make sure you're taking your precautions because they're going to produce some wind damage when they get there. I think it might just be on your end, Sarah. I haven't seen anybody else mention the stream messing up. Hopefully it's not. messing up on anybody else's end. I hope not. No, these storms are not headed toward Albertville. They are moving away. Anybody else having problems with the stream, let me know. I don't need it doing that. I know that. It's been having some problems. Now, Stevenson, y'all have also got some high winds coming in, so maybe some 60 mile an hour there. So if you're in Stevenson, also, if you've got a safe place to go ahead and go to it, because these winds are going to be very high as they're moving on through. Stream is good. Oh, thank goodness. Thanks, because I was getting worried. Okay, it's more than likely these storms with this kind of wind. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks. Let me take a look again. So yeah, anywhere between 50 and 60 mile an hour winds is still showing up, and it just picked up a lot. All right, so we got our 70 mile an hour showing up again. I don't like that. Right on top of Bass, we've got 70 mile an hour winds. We've got 70 mile an hour winds with closer to 80 going right in between Pleasant Grove and Bass in Jackson County. Doppler radar indicating closer to 80 mile an hour winds. Going to go right in between Pleasant Grove and Bass in Jackson County. Also a little area of some 60 mile an hour winds going toward Eureka, moving on off to the east. I don't know if they would extend that tornado warning with those kind of winds being that high, but that's going to be moving toward the Cooper's Mill area, Edgeville, all them Rocky Springs area here in a little bit, if it holds up. And also seeing some damaging winds showing up around Cedar Grove. Also starting to see some higher damaging winds around Cedar Grove in Jackson County. Looks like they just extended that tornado warning. They did. They did. They just extended the tornado warning. Okay, so another tornado warning. Northeastern Jackson County, northeast Alabama. This is due to the winds. Northeastern DeKalb County and northeast Alabama. New tornado warning until 5:30. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado is located near Stevenson, or 11 miles southwest of Bridgeport, moving east at 55 miles per hour. There is still multiple areas of rotation in this storm.
The National Weather Service in Huntsville, Alabama has issued a tornado warning for northeastern Jackson County.
All right, let me go ahead and get this out really quick.
Northeastern DeKalb County and northeastern Alabama until 5:30.
Be advised, DeKalb County at the extreme northern tip is under a tornado warning until 1740. Again, there's a tornado warning until
55 miles per hour.
This is KO4 FUN to all amateur radio operators. Please be advised that the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning, and that'll be in effect for northeastern DeKalb County and northeast Alabama until 5:30 p.m. At 4:37 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Stevenson, or 11 miles southwest of Bridgeport, moving east at 55 miles per hour. Multiple areas of rotation are in this storm segment capable of producing a tornado. Locations impacted will be mainly over rural areas of northeastern Jackson and northeastern DeKalb County, including the following: Fabius, Fackler, Higdon, Martintown, Long Island, and Russell Cave National Monument. This is KO4 FUN, standing by for any reports.
Outdoors, move in the vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, the tornado warning.
This station 58, all stations, be advised, tornado warning in effect, northeastern DeKalb County. That will go anywhere around the Yorks Mill, Beulah, Old Bevins, Belvin's Mill, Shiloh, and Deerhead Cove area. That's going to be the far northeastern portion of DeKalb.
Until 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Tornado warning, we just had one on the ground.
Where?
Northeastern DeKalb.
Where's that at? Towards what lane?
It's north of Ider. It's way on up that way, north of Ider.
That's a case five and all in, right?
Yeah. Why don't you look at these winds? I haven't seen winds like this in I haven't seen winds like this in I don't know how many years. But look at these 80 miles per hour. I had some over 100 a minute ago.
Ooh.
Over 100 miles per hour. Yeah, with these storms coming through Jackson
Well,
County.
he's gonna give us our food back because
I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on Facebook. Yeah, you can tell me that in just a minute. I got to give a report out right now. Just give me just a minute. No, this is in Jackson. 107 right now.
in Jackson.
This is Station 58 to Jackson County EMA. Doppler radar now indicating 107 mile per hour winds. Give me just a second, I'll get you a location. Looks like that's going to be just to the west of Cooper's Mill. Doppler radar showing a area with possibility of 107 mile per hour wind gust.
Yeah, that's very possible right now.
Yeah, 10-4. God, I haven't seen winds like this in years. So yeah, if you need to be, if you're in Bridgeport, you need to be taking your precautions. Go ahead and get underground.
Station 15 to Station 58.
Go ahead, 15.
Hey, I'm active. I'm at our fire station, so I'm gonna limit my traffic unless needed.
All right, 10-4 got you out at Otter Fire Station. Thanks for checking in there, 15. I'll give you a little update. It looks like there is some damaging winds coming that way. I'm watching them pick up. Right now, the highest I've got is 70 miles per hour, and that is going to be coming very close to the northeastern portion of DeKalb, just kind of north of Eider.
Station 15 received. I'm listening to your traffic. I'm just not keeping a real big eye on the radar momentarily.
10-4. But yeah, you guys do have some rotation and also some damaging winds. Right now, it's going toward Fabius. It's going to track on off kind of to the east-southeast toward Eider. So y'all be watching out. We got a new warning just went up. It now includes the Henniger, Dutton, Pisgah, and your county there, your coverage area.
Station 15 copy. Yeah, I've been watching that more southern storm. Keep an eye on it.
Hey, 58, 45 is active. I'm here in Sulphur Springs. I can be in Eider in any moment, Flat Rock area or any of that stuff. You just let me know. But 45, Station 45 is activated.
Copy, 45 got you active. I'm watching an area of the storm that's moving toward Old Fabius right now, and it's kind of grabbed my attention by the way it's looking. We're seeing rotation now on that storm now near Old Fabius and Fabius in Yucca. So I'm watching an area rotation there showing up on the velocity. But yeah, 15, be very careful because we've seen embedded wind gusts of up to 100 miles per hour with this line. They're just popping up in it. Right now, I'm not seeing that yet, but just keep that in your mind as it's moving through, that there's a possibility it could increase again and you could get some destructive winds out of it at a moment's notice. So right now, Bridgeport, this storm's moving toward Bridgeport currently. I'm seeing some 70 mile an hour winds, about 76 miles per hour going toward Bridgeport and Jackson County. So you need to take your precautions there. Also, Stevenson area, I'm seeing some damaging winds there, but it's already east of Stevenson now. So I've been talking about that for a few minutes, and this little activity here continues to move off to the east toward Bridgeport.
Station 15 copy. Station 58.
Hey, Chris, this is Station 90. What is it looking like for Albertville?
All right, 90, give me just a second here. Yeah, give me just a second. For Albertville, y'all got some storms coming in there. It looks like there was a little bit of rotation with it, but let me get the velocity back up. Yeah, there is some broad rotation with that storm. It's going to be going kind of toward Douglas and Albertville, so I'll need to watch that. It is a bit unorganized, but there is some rotation with it going toward Douglas, and looks like eventually kind of toward in between Albertville and Boaz. So I'll have to watch that one now. I got several.
All right, she's going right over me. I'm outside with the drone now watching her, and there's thundering like crazy and lightning striking like crazy as well.
10-4, if you can get some video of that, that'd be awesome. Just be safe and don't get hit by lightning.
Will do.
All right, 10-4. Station 58 will be standing by for emergency traffic.
10-4.
All right, let me give my IDER guys an update. All right, any stations or any units that's in the IDER area or around Shiloh, y'all got some, looks like anywhere between 50, kind of embedded 40, 50, and 60 mile an hour. I've got a 60 mile an hour mark west of Shiloh. That's going to be in the far northeast portion of the county. 62 mile an hour winds showing up there, and it's pretty much throughout the rest of the line, anywhere between 50 and 50 plus miles per hour. And that's going to be coming toward IDER there, where you're covering at 15. Also the Pisgah area and Henniger too. I'm seeing some of those winds starting to pick up going that way.
Hey, Station 58, this is 45. If you need me to go mobile in any way, shape, or form, let me know. I do not have access to the radar at the moment, so I've been keeping up with you, so just keep me up to date. I'm in the Valley Head, IDER, Henniger area, so I can go mobile along with 15 at any time.
10-4. Yeah, if there's any units that need any assistance or anything, if there's any damage, call out on here. We've got some units on standby waiting to head out. And yeah, I do see that tornado TVS right there. I noticed that, but I don't think it's anything. Yeah, it's not anything at the moment. All right, let me look at my chat. I've been so busy I hadn't had time to even look. Oh, come on, radar. Sorry, guys. I don't know how long my radar has been stuck like that. There is some damaging winds coming toward IDER. I'm sorry, it looks like everything cut out on me. I just now got it back up. Just now realized it was off, so I apologize for that. I just now got it fixed back. I apologize. Like I said, those two radars don't get along, and sometimes they do that. But let me run it back through again. What we got. All right, so we got some damaging winds approaching Henniger, IDER, and Shiloh, far northeast portion of the cab. It's like right here, northeast portion of the cab. We've got some damaging winds again, kind of going toward Henniger. We've got some area of rotation with some of the storms. That's going to be with this one here in Marshall County, and this one's going kind of north of Douglas. This one's going toward Albertville and Boaz area. There's a little bit of rotation with that too. Again, it's just a special weather statement at this point. There's no tornado warning on this one, but we are watching it. Broad rotation. This is Marshall County again. Broad rotation with this storm just to the northwest of Douglas. So Douglas, y'all pay attention. If y'all see something, y'all take cover because these storms have been producing today. But right now, no warning on that one. There is a special weather statement by Huntsville in effect, though, for some very high winds with that. So mention that. So that's what we're going to catch up to. Right now, not seeing anything concerning coming toward Lakeview, Geraldine, Crossville. Nothing concerning yet for our areas. Our concern right now is in the northeast portion, up around Henniger, Valley Head, IDER, and Shiloh. That's where our damaging wind potential is at right now. So that just to brief everybody back since the radar went down. So yeah, sorry again about the radar crashing. Sometimes these radars, these two here in particular, they don't get along very good. And I'm also seeing rotation now south of Bridgeport, kind of moving towards Shiloh in the far northeast portion of the cab. And it's Station 58 with an update. I'm seeing an area of rotation now east of Cameronsville in Jackson County. That's going to be moving toward Eliza, Floral Crest, Higdon, and Shiloh, far northeast portion of the cab. It looks like it may stay north of the cab, but a little area of rotation there. We're watching that now. That should move into Georgia here shortly. So yeah, right there, tornado warning still in effect on that storm, and that is so 70-mile-an-hour winds possible with that. Expires in 22 minutes. So areas impacted would be Monteagle to Stevenson to Scottsboro, moving northeast at 75 miles per hour. A 70-mile-an-hour wind gust possible. Areas impacted: Scottsboro, Bridgeport, Henniger, Stevenson, Sylvania, Hollywood, Section, Eider, Pisgah, and Valley Head. So if you're in them areas, go ahead. Hopefully you've already been in your safe place, but you need to stay there until this gets on through. So I am seeing rotation starting to fire back up again on it. Station 15, this is 58. I want to update you and let you know you've got destructive winds. Looks like they're going to be coming more to the north of you, but you've still got some very high winds on your way for Eider, possibly 60-something miles per hour. So also...
Station 15 copy. Yeah, I'm sitting here watching it approach me.
10-4. If you can get some photos or a video, that would be cool.
Copy that. I'll do my best.
10-4. Also, Henniger, y'all are going to have some high winds too. Now, these could be damaging, but they're not as damaging as the ones more toward Eider or a little bit more north of Eider. So the area of concern right now would be York's Mill, Beulah, Old Belvin's Mill, Fairview, Deerhead Cove, and Shiloh. If y'all are in them areas, take your tornado precautions because there's some very high destructive winds coming your way. These are more than likely going to do some damage. Right now, it's over the Overlook area and Flat Rock in Jackson County, and that's pushing on off to the east. So again, take your tornado precautions if you're in them areas. Okay, what in the world? What is, okay, is that, there's no way. Hang on a minute. I gotta double check something. Okay.
It's working. AB48.
JCEMA, Station 58. I'm seeing a pretty good little area of rotation now, just the southeast of Bridgeport.
Roger, southeast of Bridgeport.
Again, I don't know if that's going to weaken or if it's going to strengthen up, but just noticing that on the radar there, it looked a little bit concerning. And we got some wind. We got some winds peaking up in that spot too. Let me stop the scan and see how high. Right now, they are showing to be 70 miles per hour, and one little spot right there where that rotation is tightening up the most is showing 70 miles per hour.
Yeah, it looks like there's another hook.
Okay, so we got another hook showing up, moving toward Eliza and Floral Crest in Jackson County. Yeah, that'll be just to the west of Eliza and County Road 318 and County Road 818. So watching another area potentially where another tornado may be developing with this storm here. There is a tornado warning in effect, so keep that in mind. Okay, now that looks concerning. Yeah, I believe it's trying to tighten up Looks like it's just, again, west of 318, County Road 318, Alabama Highway 73. That second scan there don't look as impressive, but it's trying. Let me get the correlation up here.
Hey, Chris. So I got hook developing in northeastern Marshall County, west of Langston.
Okay, another one. All right. Yep. Yeah, 10-4. I see that rotation. West of Langston, around the Jackson subdivision area. So if you're in Langston, we got another area rotation we're watching. Goodness, I'm glad I got some help today because I couldn't do this by myself. Okay, so that area down there near Douglas doesn't look as bad as it did, so that's good. And the area rotation right now that is around Eliza, it did have a nice little couplet going on there. It's weakened a bit, so hopefully it stays that way. I don't like when I see those greens and reds touching together. We'll still watch it. It is still trying to rotate, but it's moving on off to the east in Jackson County. Let's see, which radar are y'all looking at? Y'all are looking at a totally different radar than I'm tracking on. Give me just a second here. All right, Danielle, you said it's getting nasty in Higdon. The power is flickering. The news isn't talking about it. The power is flickering. Higdon area. Okay. All right, well, I could just say this. I can't search Higdon at the moment. For some reason, it's not showing up. But if you're in any of these areas here, around Henniger, Valley Head, Scottsboro section, those areas there, let me just give out a full list here. So 70-mile-an-hour winds possible until 5:15. So we're about to be on the 5 o'clock hour right now. At 4:43, severe thunderstorms located along a line extending from near Monteagle to Stevenson to Scottsboro, moving northeast at 75 miles per hour. You're not going to have a lot of time to take shelter. 70-mile-an-hour winds possible. Locations impacted: Scottsboro, Bridgeport, Henniger, Stevenson, Sylvania, Hollywood section, Eider, Pisgah, and Valley Head. If you're in any of them areas, take your precautions. Treat this as if it was a tornado due to the winds. I'm going to bring reflectivity up, and Weather Service in Georgia, northern Georgia, Trenton, Georgia, has went ahead and put a tornado warning out for Georgia as well, since we're tracking this storm on into Georgia now, and it is showing rotation. So now, tornado warning in effect for Trenton, Georgia, and Chickamauga, Georgia. So keep that in mind. Tornado warning going into Georgia at this point. This storm moving on out of the county. Yeah, they did the right thing by issuing a tornado warning, because that storm is trying to pick back up again. All right, so let's go for our area here. Right now, the good news is the storm that was showing rotation, it has weakened a good bit. It still has some, but it's very weak. It's north of Douglas, moving kind of toward Albertville and Boaz. But again, that storm there is dramatically weakened out. So that's good news. We're keeping an eye on that. But right now, there is nothing dangerous in Marshall County. Nothing dangerous in the southern portions of DeKalb either. The dangerous stuff is on here further northeast, kind of toward anywhere from Henniger to Valley Head to Eider to Shiloh, which Eider, you're just now getting them winds. So we should be getting a report back shortly. We do have a outflow boundary now developing ahead of this. It's going to be some gusty winds along that, anywhere from Langston to Powell in DeKalb County, Rainsville, Sylvania, Henniger area. So some gusty winds coming through there now. Winds picking up in Ider. Danielle, oh yeah, your brand new roof's getting some work. Yeah, it's definitely going to. Power flickering in Bryant. It is now hitting Shiloh Ider. That's correct. I think I've got a workout today too. Valley Head, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. While the storms are not there yet, you're going to have some gusty winds come through. There is a severe thunderstorm warning in your area for Valley Head, but right now the worst of that is just to the north of you around Ider. You might need to, Brandon, truthfully. We need to get Joe and Bill out here chasing this one. In fact, I may be watching that movie after all this, after what I've dealt with today with these storms. And if it ain't people, it's storms. I mean, hey, I might as well watch Twister after this, right? One of those deals where, you know, Bill's like, yeah, I can feel it in the air. It's going to do something. And, you know, everybody's kind of like, okay, well, yeah, I think you're a little bit crazy, but at the same time, I think I'll listen to you. So that's kind of the deal they gave Bill there, because he knew what he was talking about. He could sense the weather. He could feel it. Even though Joe didn't really listen all that much. But sometimes she did, sometimes she didn't. But yeah, I kind of relate with Bill there. I could feel it in the air. I knew it was coming, just didn't know where. Sulphur Springs area, y'all are going to get some gusty winds there too. I've got a unit right now that's in Sulphur Springs. I haven't really got any reports from him yet. Yeah, Brandon, I heard that. Yeah, it is very bad up in the Ider area. Ider and even Henniger, there's some high winds coming through there, but especially up around Ider, northeast portions of Ider, there's some wind gusts 60 to 70 in there. And for Section and Dutton areas, y'all are still under a severe thunderstorm warning there. But the biggest concern is further to the northeast, but you still could have some damaging winds through there.
Tornado warning. Severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm watch. Walker County, Georgia.
All right, guys, so I have absolutely got to step back for just a minute. I will be right back. Now that everything's calming down for about 5 seconds, I will be right back, guys, so give me just a minute.
Station PPA, I just want to let you know that Brad Arnold is live in Louisville right now. Station 26, stand by.
10-4. Wow, Brad Arnold. Alright, so I am back. The only report I've had was a few limbs down. That was just a moment ago on the radio. Let me see what you guys are looking at. You're looking at the same one I'm looking at here. So that's the only thing that I've had reported was a few limbs down. That was from Sulphur Springs, their fire unit there. A couple limbs down. From the Ider unit, everything's okay at the moment. That's all we got. And that little storm there south of Albertville is now getting its act together. I need to take a look at that on the camera. I'm going to have to, of course, switch radar once I look at the velocity. I can't. Yeah, it's a stronger storm. It's just very. It's worth watching. I'm going to be watching this in near Albertville. Next storm on my watch list is going to be the one going toward Boaz right now. I'm actually going to look through one of the cameras on here, but I got to get it off stream, unfortunately, because I ain't got permission to share it. But I'd like to see what that looks like. But the next storm I'm watching is in between Albertville and Boaz. All right, everybody, bear with me. I got to switch the radar really quick. And special weather statement, I'll be dang, look at that. Just like that, special weather statements. Give me a second. Alright, there's our next storm. Special weather statement did just go up on it. I'm going to have a look at the camera here.
This is Station 90 in Albertville. It seems like this storm has weakened down a bit.
Man, what a view on the camera here. Wow. I've got a beautiful view from the camera in Boaz. Of course, I can't share it, but I might could screenshot it and share it. I don't know. No, I can't even do that. Not on the live stream. I could probably share it on the page and give everybody credit for it. That way they can see what it looked like. But yeah, I can't stream it live. I wish I could, but it's a hefty looking little storm there. I'm looking at it on the camera here. Boaz Marshall DeKalb electric camera.
That's Station 90. I wish my drone could go that high. I would see it from the top.
This camera's only probably 200 feet up, and I've got a good view of it. I can visually see broad rotation with it, but it's weak.
I figured it probably weakened down because the longer I was watching it for, it just got weaker and weaker with the clouds, and all it did was pretty much pour down right here.
Yeah, that's about all it's doing. I'm looking at it through the camera. There's some hail in it, though. I've noticed that. It's coming right toward the camera, right toward Boaz. So, special weather statement out on that now. It actually strengthened up. Looks like it's capable of producing 50-mile-an-hour wind gust. It's moving off to the east at 45 miles per hour. It's currently over Albertville. It'll be moving toward Albertville, Fort Payne, Boaz, Crossville, Geraldine, Lakeview, Mickville, High Point, Colibrin, and Dogtown. So that's the areas now that's going to be impacted by that storm.
And that's a system that's moving towards us now, or it's already just passed?
It's moving toward Boaz right now. It's over Albertville, but right now it's approaching Boaz.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna call my mother and let her know.
10-4. JCEMA, you able to access that camera in Boaz? This is an interesting looking storm here. I didn't know if you could access that camera in Boaz or not, but this is an interesting looking little storm.
Let me look.
10-4. It's interesting looking. I'll say that much. It's right there in Boaz, the Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative. I've got it on Radar Omega. It does have weak rotation. You can actually see the rising motion, rising and sinking motion with it. It's right on top of Boaz right now. That's pretty cool. You can actually see the rising and sinking motion with it. Yeah, that is a beautiful little storm there. I'm going to do a screenshot on this. I cannot post it on my page on the live stream. That I cannot do. As bad as I wish I could, I can't. I'll get in some serious trouble because I don't have permission from the owner to do it. But you know, maybe after this thing passes through, I might be able to put it up if I can get permission from the owner. I'll talk with EMA on that and see what the requirements are of even doing that if I can. And if I can, awesome. It looks like their camera just went off. I don't know if lightning hit it, but I saw a big bright flash, and now the camera's off. So yeah, this Station 58. I don't know if lightning hit that camera or hit close to it, but I saw a bright flash, and now the camera's off. Well, nope, it's coming back up. No, it ain't coming back up either. Yeah, I don't know if it's my end or what, but I saw a bright flash and now it's black. Yeah, it looks like their camera went down. It said it's trying to reconnect. And it could not reconnect. So I don't know if lightning just hit that or what. But all right then. Hopefully it didn't, but yeah. So we was looking at the camera on that storm. It does have some weak rotation in it. You can see that by the camera, or I could before it went down. But yeah, it's very unorganized, so that's a good thing. Very unorganized storm there, but it was very interesting to view on the camera while I could view it. But special weather statement on that storm. We are still going to be keeping an eye on these storms here too. It's moving on into Powell, Sylvania. Let me look through my cameras really quick. I forgot that I've got a camera facing west. And I can actually put that one up. So give me a second here. Yeah, of course, the camera networks froze. When is it not? Yeah, sorry everybody, my network has decided it would freeze. Should be coming up here in a minute. That's just a thunderstorm at the moment. I'm trying to get my camera network to load back, if it will. Okay, I don't know why this thing is not switching. There we go. So this camera here is facing west toward Albertville. It looks like it's been knocked up a little bit. But yeah, I can't really see all that much on it. I think I've got another camera in Albertville or Boaz 1. I've got one in Boaz. What am I doing? I can put this one up. So yeah, there's that storm now moving through Boaz. I don't know why I didn't think about that. But yeah, we've got a camera right in Boaz. So basically just some gusty winds, all I'm really seeing out of it. And I gotta say, I gotta thank Ty for this, because when he had Sand Mountain Weather Center up, this was his camera. So I really appreciate him leaving it up. That way we could use it. So thank you so much, Ty from Sand Mountain Weather Center. Even though his page is not up anymore, we appreciate you. It's coming through. Yeah, I don't see nothing concerning on the camera, so that's always good. Let me, I don't want to do that. Switch back to radar here. All right, so those wondering what's going on, the severe thunderstorm warning that was in effect has been canceled, so that's good. Everything's moving into Georgia at this point. There will be some gusty winds. That warning that was in effect for Henniger, Valley Head, Eider, that's all out of here. It's canceled. You're still going to get rain and wind, but the Weather Service has canceled that warning. We're still going to be looking at some gusty winds coming through, especially right here at my station. I'm actually watching it come my way. I'm on the northern part of this cell. Heaviest part of it's going south toward Boaz, as we just seen on the camera. And that's tracking on off kind of to the east. Switch really quick. So again, no warnings at this point. JCEMA Station 58, are we going to have another line behind this, or is this going to be pretty much it?
Working on that now. As soon as I get an update, I'll let you know.
All right, 10-4. I'll be standing by for that. All right, so waiting on an update from Huntsville to see if there will be another line come through, or if this is going to be it. We're waiting on that. That's information we don't have at this point.
Alabama Highway 75, tree down across Highway 75, blocking both lanes.
Yeah, we just got a report down of trees down along Alabama Highway 75, blocking both lanes.
4871.
There's a ton of trees down between the Tennessee River on 117 and County Road 14, in between Stevenson and Flat Rock. In fact, I've lost count of how many trees are down in that area.
So pretty much, like I said, just a mess.
Pretty much.
Yep. All right, so good news. There is a special weather statement in effect, some gusty winds, nothing severe with that storm. It has tried to weaken again, but it's going to produce some heavy rain anywhere. If you're in Crossville, let me get a little bit zoomed in here a little bit more, pull up some of these little areas. Rona, heavy rain there. Liberty, going to be some heavy rain. Double Bridges, Kilpatrick, Lathanville, Rodentown, Crossville, going to get some gusty winds, rain, and Liberty area. I think that tone out was for Kilpatrick, so I'm pretty sure that I heard Oh man, pretty sure I heard Mike.
4871, interrupt 3 on board.
4871.
So department's going out right now to get that tree cleaned up. I didn't catch the department, but I'm pretty sure that's Kilpatrick, I believe. And there's a trees down blocking both lanes, Alabama Highway 75. That's all I got. Give me just a second, everybody. Yeah, 1 second, everybody. I'm about to pause everybody for just a moment. All right, 10-4. That's going to be in y'all's coverage area and Ider then. All right, station 58, be standing by. Be safe. All right, so I was wrong. That's not Kilpatrick. That's going to be up in the Ider area. Their units are en route right now. Alabama Highway 75. There's going to be a tree down. I didn't catch exact address because he's currently responding, so not able to talk a lot. But it's going to be up here somewhere in the Ider area on Alabama Highway 75. Somewhere up in here. Both lanes are blocked, so I'm going to say somewhere around the Ider area of Alabama Highway 75, somewhere up there, there's a tree down blocking both lanes. Units are currently responding to that to get that cleaned up as soon as possible. So bear with them. If you're driving up around the Ider area on Alabama Highway 75 and you see that tree down, just know they are on their way to clean it up. Stay away from any power lines. Stay away from the tree if you're actually there and you're looking at it right now. Stay away from it. Give the responders plenty of time and plenty of room to get there.
4871. Yeah, 4871, go ahead.
And that's actually him right there.
71, be advised. We also have a report of a tree down block at County Road 788. County Road 788, right at the intersection of 788.
All right, right at the intersection of 788 and 75. There's another tree down.
Copy that, Cap.
All right. So I'm going to let him be so he can, they're on their way right now to get that cleaned up. That's going to be the Ider area, so that was a mistake on my behalf there. But anyway, for those wondering about warnings, all the warnings are canceled for our area at the moment. The only thing we have is some strong storms coming across the area, and those are moving through, producing a lot of heavy rain and some wind as well. Let me see here. Station 58 to station 45, sorry.
Station 45 here, 58.
I don't know if Ider will be requesting any assistance for help, but there's some trees down. It's going to be in the Ider area, Alabama Highway 75. I forgot the addresses and everything, but just wanted to kind of mention that. If they need some help, they might call for you. I don't know.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. 15. If you guys need any extra help, just let me know, and I can be up there. I got saws.
But yeah, I'll stand by. I'll let the air be clear for traffic here.
Station 45 to 15.
He was responding last time I heard.
Yeah, he might be on scene. I mean, if they don't call for mutual aid through the fire departments and all that stuff, then I won't know unless somebody asks me directly. But I'll be more than happy to help within official capacity or without. I can go up there POV.
All right, 10-4. Yeah, I'm sure he'll get back as soon as he can. He's probably on scene right now. It's Station 58. Just thought I'd bring it up to you in case you didn't know what was going on there.
10-4, I appreciate it, brother. Station 45, stand by.
Thanks so much, Shelby. I appreciate it. Oh, y'all are welcome. I'm glad I could do it. I appreciate it. I'm doing this for the ones that truly need me. I know there's a lot of y'all that is in the same boat as I'm in. Just barely getting by. I get it. And there's not, a lot of people got a lot of money to work with. Once you pay your bills, you're broke. I get it. But I'm going to keep this going as long as I can for those that actually need my help. And for those that don't need my help, then you ain't got no reason to be watching me. That's all I can say. But for those that actually need me, y'all are more than welcome to join anytime and watch the live stream. That's why I'm here. I do it out of the kindness of my heart. I've had a few people write me and they're like, "You're getting paid, to do this anyway." So, if people gets on there and cusses you out or whatever, that's more money to you. I wish that's how it worked. Unfortunately, it's not. I don't get paid. This is volunteer. Same way with volunteer fire department, they don't get paid. I don't think they get much at all on a call. Maybe a few dollars, enough for gas. I think that's it. Other than that, they're not paid for their services either. So this is a volunteer thing. And of course, a volunteer has to have support. That's the only way we can keep it going is by support. And speaking of support, I'm going to have to give a shout out to our sponsors. We're not leaving yet. I just want to say there is a strong storm approaching Rodentown. Some hail showing up with that as well around north of Liberty, around Lathanville, kind of in between Lathanville and Rodentown. So before I give my sponsors their time, let me go ahead and do that right now. That's going to be RKG Automotive Group. Thank y'all for sponsoring us. If you're looking for your new dream car, go check them out on Facebook and also give them a like. Lots of nice vehicles, good prices. 256-323-7323 for more information there. And also, if you're needing some photography done, if you got a family wedding or a family gathering or something like that, y'all are needing a professional photographer, you're going to want to give Sammy Brooke a holler. Go check her out on Facebook. And you can also, go check her out on Facebook. Give me just a second. Station 58. 1 second. Give her a holler on Facebook. And also, Brandon Ellison, he's sponsoring us too. Things with Motors, small engine repair. If you need some engine repair work done, lawnmowers, pressure washers, chainsaws, just about any kind of small engine repair work you'd need, you can give Brandon Ellison a call at 256-572-8124. And that's it for our sponsors. So let me get back to the radio. Station calling 58, go ahead.
JCMA. Hey, we're holding on to the Severe Thunderstorm watch till 7. Waiting to see what this stuff does in northwest Alabama that's starting to enter now.
All right, 10-4. So just kind of watching it to see what it does, basically.
Pretty much.
All right, 10-4. I'll get ready to wrap the stream up then. But, all right, we appreciate everybody that joined us. We're not quite done yet. As JCMA said, we're still watching to see if we get any additional development with this next batch coming in. So we will be good for probably the next little bit, but we'll watch. That severe thunderstorm watch is still in effect till 7 o'clock, so keep that in mind. We may or may not be done with this just yet, so just want to throw that out there. But y'all be safe. If there's anybody needs some help and I can help, let me know. If y'all need help cleaning up out there and y'all don't got enough manpower, let me know. I'll be glad to get a saw and come up and help out. This Station 58, I'll be standing by. Thanks again, everybody, for what y'all do. We appreciate you right here. Take care. All right. So
I second everything 58 says right there. If anybody needs any help up there in the north end, cleaning up, doing anything like that, don't hesitate to reach out. Station 45 on the side.
All right. If you would also like to support the stream, you can do that. I'll get myself an order one of these days. So there we go. With our Cash App, we have CWX, whatever amount you'd like to send. Anything helps. I'd appreciate it. Or if you can't share, if you can't do that, like and share and follow, make sure you do that. That's another way to help us out. And again, these storms should be moving on out of here. We're going to have a bit of a clearing as these move through. It will depend on, honestly, if we get any more sunshine out, how hot it gets, which is already 78 degrees, so it's still warm. We'll watch storms off to the west to see if any of them become severe. But until then, as far as we know now, we're still under that severe thunderstorm watch till 7 o'clock. Let me get my tower cam back up here. But basically, we're one big family in the group here, and we're all doing everything to try to help make things a little better in DeKalb, in Northeast Alabama, as coverage-wise goes, and also being able to help people out. That's what our goal is, to be able to help folks. So I wish I had, some more funds. I would get weather radios and give them out, but my funding has been cut very short. But that may be something that's coming in the future. I may end up getting a weather radio and giving it away again. I'm thinking heavily about trying to figure out a way to do that. But current view from our tower cam, we got some rain, some wind. There's that storm passing on off just to the south of us, bringing us a little bit of rain, but that's about it for us. So we're going to go ahead and clear out of here for now, take a break, lay back, relax, and see if anybody needs any help. So we appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching. Be blessed. Have a safe day out there. God bless. We'll see y'all on the next update. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good evening out there. And again, make sure you like and subscribe and have a way to receive alerts if new ones are issued. Y'all take care. We'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks again.